and thank you for joining us again for another episode of Amazing Conversations. I am your host, Andrea Revills, and joining me tonight, I have two young women who are very close and dear to my heart. I'd like to take this time to introduce you to my two sisters. My middle sister is Netha. Hi, Netha.
Hey, sister.
And the baby girl is, of course, little Fronnie.
Oh, hi.
How you doing? Yeah. So I am thrilled for us to be able to come together to have this conversation. You know, we get together often and we always have lots of good conversation, and I'm glad you all agreed to come on with me tonight. But I'll tell you, we talk about so much stuff, you know, I'm kind of scared. So let's just say,
Right.
let's just say if we go in an area that y'all feel is too sensitive, then we need a safe word.
Next.
All right, that'll be it. So I was watching something the other day, and I saw someone on there, and they were talking about us as women being able to be who we really are. And the word that came to me was authentically you, or authentically me. You know, just to apply it to ourselves. And I was like, okay, so that's good, because even though all three of us are sisters, we're alike in a lot of ways, but then at the same time, we have a lot of uniqueness about us. And I felt that this would be something good to talk to you all about, because y'all know people, a lot of times they kind of mix us up and they think this and that. I'm going to tell y'all, the other week when we had the brunch, and I'm just outside and I just said, Fronnie! And I'm not gonna say her name, but
I know who it is.
yeah,
I know who it is. I know.
I'm calling names. And I turned around, I said, "Are you calling me Fronnie?" Oh yeah, all I saw is the back. I said, "My back ain't as big as her back." Wait a minute.
All they know is we all got backs. They didn't measure what size. None of them. They just know she got it. She got it back. Right.
Bikes.
Baby got bikes. Don't ask to see.
Yeah. But you know, I that was just so funny to me, because again, you know, there is pretty much a 5-year difference between each of us. You know, if you look at us going in I guess chronological order. But you know, we all had different roles in how we deal with each other, and you know, but at the same time, let me say, when we were younger coming up, because of the dynamics of our family, you know, I, being the older sister, pretty much had to kind of serve as like in a parent capacity. And I have told y'all many times, I couldn't stand y'all. I couldn't.
The feeling was kind of mutual.
Was it really?
Yeah.
And all this time, I thought y'all just loved me.
We love to aggravate you.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, it was fun. It made life worth living.
It did.
Yeah.
Oh.
It did.
Yeah, because y'all was some little heathens.
Oh.
You know, and our brother isn't here tonight, but I know he was a part of that.
Right.
But I didn't like y'all, but I'll say I did. The Bible say, love thy neighbor.
Not your siblings. That's good.
That's good. That's good.
Love your neighbor. I ain't gotta love my siblings.
They're gonna love me either way.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, well, I'm telling you, I didn't. But as we got older, we got closer. And when I tell you all that I feel exceptionally blessed to have two sisters, and I tell my friend, y'all know one of my friends, Tasha, I say, you were cheated because she didn't have any sisters. You know, but I couldn't imagine life without my two sisters, because I'm telling y'all, y'all chicks, y'all all that, and I love y'all for that.
Love you too.
You are too.
I mean, and when I talk about the personalities, now we all know Netha, you the middle girl, but I declare this one right here, she forever trying to be the boss of you, and you let her sometimes, don't you?
Sometimes.
She trying to.
I have since taken my title back.
She trying. She working on it.
Yeah,
And I'm okay with it now.
Yes.
You know, we getting older, so she can have that spot.
See, she literally came to my house and took Tisha and something else the other day. That used to be me going to. But she literally came to my house.
And didn't need it. I wanted to test the kind that she bought to see if I want to switch mine.
But usually when you want to test something, you just maybe get one. She got 2 rolls.
And
You don't need 2 to test. How much Tisha was? Just saying. You know, but
I'm make sure everybody test.
But I didn't say nothing because I kind of owe her a little couple of rolls of Tisha.
Couple? No.
That's it. I don't owe you nothing else.
Well, you ain't supposed to count, though.
I ain't counting. I lost it.
Anyway.
Yeah.
But I was just thinking about, even again, when I talk about us being different, I know we were having a conversation at Sunday dinner the other day, and we were talking about, I think you was saying, Netha, how you was trying to describe me to somebody as it relates to my personality. Why don't you talk a little bit about that?
Well, see, Shell. This is my sister. I call her.
Yeah. So Andrea, Shell, same thing.
Same person.
Yeah. So Shell, Fronnie, and Netha.
Right.
Okay.
So I just always felt like even from a little girl, I always just remembered you as being reserved. You know, you never been turned up like we have. You know, you were always kind of quiet, always kind of reserved, always, should I say, about business, so to speak, and really when we were aggravating you, quote unquote, getting on your nerve, I was trying to wake you up a little bit. I said, loosen up, so what if we make a trap for you, and tie the doorknob, handle to the other doorknob so you can't get out your room.
And change the alarm to make get up earlier than you need to.
I'm just saying, try your clothes on while you're going, while you're going to work or whatever, use your phone line. See, back in our day, we had phone line.
Teen line.
Yeah, the teen line.
Right.
I loved it when you were gone. So,
That was your phone?
Yeah, that was my phone. And I hear you come. I gotta go. But you were just always more, reserved and, I guess just being the older sister. But see, for us, and even now, I guess I would call myself, I won't say childish, but, I just like to have, hey, hold on now. I wouldn't say childish. I would say I just love to have fun. To have a good time. I don't know what that means. So, but I just like to have a good time, and but we just wanted you to loosen up a little bit. But
it never happened though.
Well,
older.
Yeah, like as of last year.
Not that far. It didn't take that long.
You been a task.
Talking about those songs.
Yeah.
The whole time.
It was you making us act like. We probably wouldn't have been so bad if you had loosened up a little quick.
Just join us a little bit.
Yeah.
No, I had to make sure that I made sure y'all could keep the respect factor there, because Mama was gone, Daddy went there, and it was like, I can't have them trying to run over me, because y'all was. Now I didn't think you were really bad. It was these twins, this one and Joe. Because when I found out that they took a car, stole a car, and was carrying knives at 6, I couldn't believe that. That just. You didn't know about you was carrying a knife? Wait a minute.
I didn't carry knives. So let's be clear.
What you carry?
I carried blades.
Exactly.
Oh. In your mouth. Oh my God.
But I didn't carry knives.
No, I did.
Let's write the vision and make it plain.
Jesus.
Yeah. So but we had to protect ourselves, and had you came home and told me when you had issues, I would have handled yours too. But you didn't tell me.
Because I was able to handle my own. I keep telling y'all that. Yeah. Hey.
Can you elaborate on that a little bit?
No, we're going to let Fronnie
They did not handle her, but...
Hey, I handle my business. Don't
Okay.
Alrighty then.
So let's move right along.
Yeah, I want to talk about, because I mean honestly though, I didn't even know that y'all was carrying weapons and stuff like that, which I know we kind of came up. We had our times of
reason to carry.
living in not so savory neighborhoods. So y'all probably felt that, but again, like you said, I was just kind of meticulous about who I affiliated with. So I didn't feel like I had to have knives and blades. I didn't go where trouble was. But you on the other hand.
Well, you didn't hang out outside like we did. You were at work.
That's true.
See, we were hanging out in CME. So we knew what was out there. So we had to be prepared. You know, that's all.
That's all.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna be honest, y'all, and it may be off topic just a little bit, but like even with us being in CME, you know, as they you know, as it's so affectionately called.
Yeah, tell people what CME stood for those that may not know.
I believe all y'all know, but for the ones that don't know, it is crime, murder, execution. I mean, but you know, it wasn't that to us when we were there. Honestly, I don't really remember seeing a whole lot of stuff. The carrying of the you know, the blades and me doing the stuff that I did, it was things that I encountered when I was at school. You know, because I was bullied coming from elementary school all the way up until 8th grade. I got bullied. So, you know, at some point I just started to fight. You know, and that's what, but it really honestly didn't come from the neighborhood that I was in. I think people just, you know, have an issue with stereotyping because you're in a certain neighborhood. This is what goes on in these neighborhoods, and this is how you're gonna. It really wasn't that. I just felt like I needed to do what I needed to do to protect myself.
Right.
And I just did it because she did it. I didn't carry a knife at 6. I don't believe.
You did?
I think I was still scared till she got me from being scared.
How she got you from being scared?
She told me that if I ran from anybody, she was gonna beat me. And I didn't want her to fight her.
You did.
So I chose I'd fight whoever was out there. But I had to make sure that if it came down to it, I could hold my own. So you know, that's how that went. I didn't want to fight her because she was the one who taught us all that we knew, and she was the worst. And she was good, but she was bad too. You didn't want to fight her, especially being the age difference, and you knew how she was. She would come home, but she'd always fight. You know, it wasn't her fault, but still, she got in fights, and we knew. And I was the one who followed her and knew things that she was doing. You know, back then, you know, Joe, he was a little scared, timid. Okay,
That's a good word.
Timid. So he was timid, so I couldn't depend on him. So I was with her, listening to her, so I had to make sure, okay, well, I can't be like that. I don't want to be like him.
Yeah, I had to be the man of the house. I was their daddy and their big brother.
That's right.
Like I said, I would have been yours, but you didn't.
So my big brother, sister here, she made sure I was straight, and I appreciate it. But I didn't need it either, you know, in CME, it wasn't like that. I had that one issue, and by the time she got done talking to me and telling me what she was going to do to me, I had so much confidence in me, it was amazing. I just found out she woke it up. Up until a few years ago, I didn't know she had went to the girl at the Revills. Because I had a bully that was in middle school and I was in elementary. She went to the girl's house. But she never told me. So all of a sudden, when she got done fussing at me, I had enough confidence. I dared the girl to come and say something to me. And she never did. I was like, oh, this good.
Oh. This good.
She did.
Now. Let me just say, you know, at my age now, over 21, I do not condone violence. not condone violence.
Right.
But I'm gonna tell you all, that's what I figured worked. When it did, it kept them alive. It kept them from being bullied. Cause I'm gonna tell you, and I don't even know if I ever even told them, like, as soon as they turned 5 years old and they were getting ready to go to kindergarten, I was scared stiff. Cause I knew what I went through in school with being bullied. And in my mind, I'm saying, that is not gonna happen to my little sister and brother, the stuff that happened to me. But that was the reason why I went in on them like I did. Now look, I was a kid. I didn't know no other way to tell them, look, don't get beat up at school.
I appreciate
the teacher.
I appreciate
I went, because when I told the teacher, nothing happened. I had to learn how to take care of myself, and I mean, so violence beget violence, but that's what I had.
So violence beget violence.
That's what, I knew at that time. And honestly, I'm just a stickler for standing up for yourself.
Right.
So.
Well, which again leads us to the authentically you part, because again, I know that I'm a type, my personality is more, I'm not going to let you run over me, but I don't feel like it has to be handled with our fists. I mean, you oftentimes say, which I didn't even notice, but you say you the type, you say you can read somebody and they not even know that they've been read until you gone, and then they say, did she just tell me? Yeah.
All day.
But I didn't even recognize that until you brought it up. I still don't.
You still don't know you be doing it, and they don't know either till they get home to Atlanta or wherever they go.
Wherever they go.
Yeah, they need a road trip to figure it out.
Wow. Okay. Well, and I get, but I can't apologize, because I tell my kids, I say everybody need somebody to be truthful to them, and I'm that person. I mean, I'm not gonna just tell you something to make you feel good about it if I know it's wrong. I was listening to a Young Van Zant. She was on a podcast that I was listening to, and two things she said. She said you can be, when you, she calls it carefrontation. Some people, she basically took confrontation and changed it to carefrontation. And she said you could be like a cat, or you could be, that's a part of that. I got you, but you might not realize it until it's gone. And she said, and then everybody needs somebody. She said you have to sometimes ask people permission. Can I ask you something? Or can I tell you something? She said you have to ask people permission. She said, and what she was meaning, she said, if I see somebody out in the streets and they got ashy ankles and they dress is too tight, you don't need to be going to tell girl you look good today. No, somebody need to tell her, no, you need to lotion your ankles and get a dress in your size. Yeah. But think about it, most people, they don't want to do that. Now, I got my way of doing that. This one got her way of doing it, because your personality style is what? Say it. Because we know it. I'm going to let you say it.
What's my personality?
You know what you is.
Well, I mean, I feel like if it's something that's got to be said, you just say it. I mean, I feel like if it's
Period.
if you walk around with white pants on, I can see your red underwear. I mean, your red panties or thongs, whatever. That's a problem.
How you gonna say it, sis?
Yeah, tell her
How you gonna address that?
how I'm gonna address it. I see your thong or whatever it is. Why you got on red thongs with them white tight pants? What you should have done was put on some black ones. Don't wear white, don't wear blue, don't wear polka dot, don't wear stripes.
Not polka dot?
No. You need some black, or you know what? If you don't have don't wear none.
And you ain't going to ask permission to tell.
No, I'm not.
You just going to tell them.
If it needs, I'm helping them still.
Yeah. But honestly, and that's what I told her, Netha. One of the things I know, I like her, but I said, she say this stuff I be wanting to just say it, but I be trying to be mindful still of how people feel. But her, I mean, she just no chaser. She just whatever come up, it straight come out. You know that's
so y'all men think before I speak. I do it sometimes. I do it every now and then. It depends on how it hit me when it happened. See, if I'm in the store and somebody just bends over and I see that, that's a problem. It's gonna make you It does something to you.
Well, tell me how you handle. Let's just say, like we know we in the midst of this pandemic now, and you have somebody that they wearing their mask around their chin and they come up to talk to you.
They can't do that.
How you
They can't do
that?
that.
What you do?
I'm gonna do this, and can you pull that up, brother or sister? Move. Either pull it up or we can't talk. We cannot talk. Matter of fact, somebody did it to somebody else. And I looked at her and I was like, is she gonna make him pull it? And she did. So as soon as I say, why you make him pull his mask up when he did it? And she said, girl, I thought about it, but I didn't know. You didn't know what? What you didn't know? Yes. What did you know? You knew it was down. You should have. I'm just no.
I know.
Pandemic, you don't know. You know, and then sometimes it's people that may have had it or don't know they had it, and you just don't know. But you know, we germaphobes anyway.
Yeah, we definitely.
You know, we already before this happened, we were already germaphobes.
We got
so
that.
now. You walking around with your mask here or here, I need all of that. Keep on till you put some glasses on. Look, don't come up to me like that. I had a glass in front of me when I came in where I was, and they had it down. I said, where is your mask? Where is your, where is your mask? What? Oh, I know I'm over here. But somebody else might come over there.
See? But she the one to say that.
The one to say it.
Now you don't know that.
Well, see, for me, I'll do more throwing hints. I wouldn't like.
For that?
Yeah, I make time for it. Cause see, for me, I know I try not to do the confrontation because I know if they react in a certain way, it may cause me to react in a certain way. So I have to say, okay, I need to say that. Okay, do I? So in that instance, I would just, if I had my mask, I'd be like,
And you pull your.
I would like maybe, pinch at mine or step back a little bit, like, what you say now? I would do the more throwing hand. And I mean, I've had that happen before, and then it was, let me pull my mask on. Okay, so I have to take that route, because if I do the whole say something and then they get feeling some kind of way, I may end up, But I think I'm a lot better with, attitude wise than I used to be. So, but yeah, I'm not very confrontational at all. Unless.
But what if they don't catch the hint when you do that? Because this person done did it more than on numerous occasions, which is why it's so easy for me to do like this and say, pull it up. So what if they don't catch it? Oh, did you bring your mask? Where's your mask? What if that hint hadn't been called and you done asked them and they still hadn't done it and you done watched them? What then?
Dodge it. I dodge it. You can't do What?
No.
I can't hear you with your mask down. Put your mask up, I can hear you better. I have to do it.
You find the humor and stuff. I mean, you gonna make people laugh. She gonna make people want to fight.
There's no humor in it.
And she don't care.
If I say, I can't hear you because your mask way down here. If you pull it up there, I can hear you perfect.
I can read your
I can read
lips.
with your mask on.
With your mask on. You crazy.
So, that's what worked
for me.
But I think that's the difference in personality. Because if there was like my mind don't even think of to how to say something. It don't go to let's see, how can I make it? No. And I think it's because I have a problem with adults and common sense.
Wow. Wow.
I do.
But everybody don't have common sense.
Okay, but I have a problem. I just said I have a problem with adults. Something else. Common, I do. So when you
Is this
so when you listen, when you're talking to adults, you know, because I work with children and young people, so I'm not like that with them. Why? They're still learning. But when you come into contact with an adult, and you talking about safety precautions and all of this, I didn't always realize that. But most of the time when I'm able to tell people how I feel, it's because it's common sense that I feel like they should already know. And maybe I shouldn't think like, but I am, and that's what I do. And nothing to do about that, you know. But to me, if you're of a certain age, you know this, you know it's COVID-19.
Right.
You know it.
Right.
So since you know, I got mine on. Put yours on. Even if you just put it on till you're done talking to me. Or you know anybody else. But I have a real problem with adults and common sense. I feel like they should just know.
Right.
That's the truth. And I learned that about myself, look, just last year. I did. Because I was like, why I be letting this joke keep on aggravating me? But it's because I feel like they should have common sense enough with certain things they should. And I know people raised differently. But when it comes down to certain things, I look at, it's people that's homeless that's wearing masks. And I'm not saying that homeless people are slow or nothing like that. Right. But what I'm saying is if you're at home, you have a TV, you see the news, you hear everything that's going on. So surely if you can hear it at work, wherever you're going, they hear it and they're not even at these places. You should have that point.
Yeah, that's true. But I think ultimately, again, it's just the way our personalities are, because that was an example, the mask, and that's why I said it, because I know you told me about, you know, some of the issues you've had with people, whatever. But at the same time, I'm looking at the fact that, you know, when we choose to be who we are, you know, I'm not trying to be Fronnie. I'm not trying to be Netha. Netha ain't trying to be Fronnie. Fronnie ain't trying to be Shell. When we just operate as we are, I think that's when the true us really shows. And one of the things that I love about us, because we are similar in a lot of ways, but at the same time we're different. I think that's why we get along as well as we do. You know, when we get together, it's like we don't butt heads. If we do have a disagreement somewhere along the way, we don't stay mad at one another. You know, we found a way to kind of work it out. And I know you what, Netha?
I don't have disagreements with y'all.
Yeah, well, and honestly, that's what they call us. None of us really do. I mean, because I'm like I told y'all, whatever happens, I'm just gonna say what I say, and I hope y'all like it. But if y'all don't, it don't really bother me. I said they'll get over it, you know, because y'all know me. Like,
I don't say nothing to y'all.
Yeah.
No, so I think
I think we're gonna have to have a part 2, because I think we might need to invite Ayanla to help. Because it sounds like Netha got some stuff she's saying. She's been bullied by you.
That's what bullied. Not bullied in the household. No. Don't get bullied in the circle.
Oh, okay.
No.
we good.
Well, I want to thank y'all for coming on with me tonight. Again, we can talk all night long, which we have done that on so many occasions. I would like to invite you all to another session, because y'all know we get together and we cook. So we are we are going to have another session where we are going to do what we do in the kitchen to show people how family love can stretch beyond good conversation, but it can go to good food as well. Again, I love y'all. Thank you for joining. This wraps up another session of Amazing Conversations. Hope you enjoyed our session tonight. Until the next time, thank you.